Good morning, guys. Happy Thanksgiving. What's going on? Welcome on in. Welcome on in. We are going to chat about Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. We have some Miami scoop that Lisa Hochstein is spilling. Not a ton of news, but I figured it was still Thanksgiving. We still have an episode to put out. So we at least I get to be grateful that I get to spend my morning with you. I hope you guys are ready for it. Let's get it. Oh, hi. It's me, Zack Peter, pop culture junkie, reality TV insider, published author, and host of the No Filter with Zack Peter podcast. Here I'll bring you all the latest news on the Real Housewives, deep dives into celebrity legal scandals, and unfiltered convos with your favorite stars. I've got you covered. And yes, I always keep receipts. So be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for all the latest tea. Now, let's dive in. What up? Oh my God, Danielle is already saying it's time to drink. Danielle, what time is it there? It's 8:45 here. I don't know if it's time to drink just yet. I'm still working out what's going to happen for Thanksgiving. My grandpa had to go into the hospital last night, so we're like trying to now navigate everything or reconfigure everything. But hopefully, you guys have had a good start to your morning. I went for a nice little walk, went to the market, saw my friend. I don't know what her name is, but she's the cashier. I feel like Bethany with the TJ Maxx staff. And she's like, "This is my friend. I don't know her name. What's your name? This is my friend." Well, I have a friend at Whole Foods, and she is delightful. And if she's watching this right now, hey girl, I'm gonna call you. Well, actually, I don't know what to call. I was gonna give you a name, but I don't have a name to think of. Anyway, I hope everyone's having a good morning. Happy Thanksgiving. Let me know what your plans are for tonight. We got a new episode of Beverly Hills. We got the return of Denise Richards. People are chatting about Megan Thee Stallion because I guess she went off on her Instagram live. She went on Instagram live last night and she was talking about Real Houses of Salt Lake City. Apparently, she's a big fan of Meredith. She's a big fan of Monica. Listen, Monica Garcia is Karen Real Housewives of Salt Lake City right now. Interesting episode. I actually liked the poignant moments through most of the episode. The ending was kind of weird. I was actually kind of team Monica in the beef with Lisa Barlow, and I really like Lisa Barlow. Not a big Heather Gay fan, but definitely a fan of Lisa Barlow. But I was kind of like, I feel like everyone's coming a little hard at, everyone's coming a little hard at Monica right now. So we'll see what happens with the Bermuda trip because it definitely looks like Monica is in some hot water. It seemed like Meredith was the only one that was kind of on Monica's side still for the most part. And then after the reunion, people were noticing that she went to Beauty Lab and Laser. So people are like, oh, she's obviously not Team Monica. She's Team Heather because she went to Beauty Lab and Laser recently after the reunion. So it seems like, so I don't know. I don't know. But Meg Thee Stallion's right there with us. Big fan. Loves Meredith. Loves Monica. Good for her. Lisa Hochstein posted on her Instagram story. She posted this interesting photo with the caption. So it's a photo of her. It's like a mirror selfie shot. She has a bruise on the back of her arm. And she wrote the caption, "Didn't want to have to share this, but I'm left with no choice. I'm being threatened and harassed through the court system and through others by Lenny, and it needs to stop. This was almost 2 weeks old from last season. You may have caught this bruise on the episode when I opened up to the women on the show about the divorce." So she's not necessarily claiming that Lenny has done anything to her, but she's kind of alluding to, I don't know, something about this is strange, right? She's like, I didn't want to have to share this. But like, what does it mean? What are you implying? What are you insinuating? Is she insinuating that Lenny has been abusive towards her? I don't know. It just looks like it's getting worse between her and Lenny, and it's just this divorce is becoming more and more contentious. And Lenny, just pay her out, give her her money, make sure the kids are taken care of, and just be done with the situation. You have your new mistress, go with the new mistress, live your new life. Like at this point, we need to move on. Let the mouse go. Let's all try to move forward amicably. That way, we can just be done with this chaos because it just doesn't seem healthy for Lisa. It doesn't seem healthy for the kids, and I feel like Lenny, I don't get what he's getting out of this. I guess he just wants to like make Lisa suffer. He wants to prove her wrong, but at this point, I can't. Amy says, love the sweatshirt. Is that the new merch? It is part of the new merch. Look at I have this one. It says Zack Pack, and then the back says no filter with Zack Peter. I have another shirt that says ruthless, not toothless, and then this one's one of my personal favorites. Oof, we're gonna choose chaos today on Thanksgiving. Look at this one. This one's so fun. Ta-da! So those of you that listen to the show and follow me on Instagram know that there is a liquor store. This says "Find me at Jason's Wine and Spirits." There is a liquor store here in downtown. It is the liquor store that you go to when you are here in downtown. It's called Jason's. It's nice. It's big. They have everything there. I'm always going to Jason's, or I'm always ordering from Jason's because they deliver in under an hour. So Jason's is like just one of my favorite go-to spots. And I'm always talking about how I'm always at Jason's and how the cashier there is shady and judges my life. So every time I'm there, he's like, "Oh, look who's back." And I'm like, "Yeah, bitch, it's 10 a.m. and I want some wine." JK. But but yeah. So I do love Jason's Wine and Spirits. It is a big fancy liquor store here in downtown. Um, and since I'm always at Jason's, I figured why not create a fun shirt that says "Find me at Jason's." I feel like the internet's gonna run wild with that one. And how many fucks do I give? How many fucks do I give? None. Not one. Zero. 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 Done. Listen, if people want to trash my name, I can have fun with it. I can be in on the joke. I can fight back with a good old joke. But the new merch is not out yet. It was available at the Bourbon Room on Sunday. We're gonna get the online store set up ASAP. That way you have it just in time for the holidays. This sweater, though, this sweatshirt, so comfy. This hoodie, so comfy. And I love the Zack Pack. I love the Find Me at Jason's is such a cute shirt. I cannot wait to wear that all over. Maybe I'll wear it to BravoCon next year. Zach, please try Josh's stuffing. Well, we'll see. I'm making stuffing, but my stuffing's it's the gluten-free box stuffing from Whole Foods. I'm not gonna. But listen, nobody's gonna know. Nobody's gonna know. Who's gonna know? Nobody's gonna know. Okay. Look who's back, Alaba. I feel like that at my local liquor store too. See, we all have one of those shady cashiers that just is always judging our lives. But listen, I'm pretty sure there's a bigger alcoholic out there, right? With a lot more. Ooh, Kat said I had to call an emergency maintenance person because I'm a landlord. I'm drinking my pain. Everyone's drink. Oh, it's 9 a.m. and everybody's already drinking. I'm kind of in the mood for like a nice glass of red wine. It just feels very Thanksgiving, but maybe like I don't know. Okay, everyone loves the Find Me at Jason's shirts. I'm glad. It's so cute, right? Look at. Sorry, I know we're not here to talk about my new merch, but like, how cute is this? And we also have a ruthless, not toothless shirt, but that's in the bedroom. Oh, I actually think I have a photo of it though. Yep, here it is. Ruthless, not toothless. And then we have Find Me at Jason's. Ruthless, not toothless. But this is so cute, right? Isn't it so fun? And if you live in LA or you live in downtown or you just love podcast wars, it's a good time. Okay. What other tea should we get into? Oh, I also forgot I have to do the members only, so I was gonna give you a little bit of tea, but I was like, no, I'm gonna save that for this week's members only episode. I'm in Oklahoma, cold here today. I'm drinking tea. Okay, look at Janice is being wholesome on Thanksgiving morning. You go, Janice, drinking your hot tea in the morning. We don't drink tea, we just spill it here. Is all this available on your merch site? No, these new merch, this is the new merch. It's not available yet online. But you know what? Maybe I'll make sure we have it up by next week. That way you can order it and get it just in time for the holidays. Coming home for the holidays. How many fucks do I give? How many fucks do I give? I can't wait to hear about Denise losing it. Okay, let's get into the Denise bit, all right? Because what else do we have? Was there anything else? Any other like pressing breaking news? I don't think so. It's been a bit of a slow. Oh, here's a jump scare for you guys. Look at this. We had a reunion. A reunion that I know you guys are just gonna love, love, love. It's gonna make your soul so happy because they're three of your favorites on television. It's Tom Sandy Balls, Jax Taylor, and Schwartzy together for Thanksgiving. Schwartz posted on his Instagram story, got the band back together, and it's a photo of the three of them hanging out at, it looks like Schwartz and Sandy's. Based off of that couch and that wallpaper. I don't think that's Jax's. No, I remember being at Jax's, and this is definitely not Jax's. This looks like Schwartz's, Schwartz and Sandy's. Interesting that Tom Sandoval is now being allowed back into Schwartz and Sandy's. I have questions. But the band is back together. The boys are back together. Maybe somebody was putting some steak in between the butt cheeks, and we were sizzling up some turkey. 3 turkeys. When is members only? Members only. Well, oh, that's a good question because it's Thanksgiving. So we're not going to tape it tonight, but we'll tape it tomorrow. We'll tape it on Friday. You'll get a notification when we do a live, and then that'll go up on the Apple Plus, on the No Filter Plus on Apple Podcasts. So we will still have a bonus episode. We'll still have our regular, bonus Friday episode, but that'll come not today. Well, obviously, because it comes out on Fridays, but we won't be streaming tonight because it's Thanksgiving. And today, instead of streaming, I'm going to be eating some stuffing. My stuffing. Okay. I do love stuffing. That's like one of my favorite dishes. What's your favorite holiday dish? Dun 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 dun. Dun. Okay. What should we get into the Beverly Hills of it all? Because there was a lot. There was definitely a lot to. What is that? Okay. But before we dive into all of the Beverly Hills, I just want to remind everybody that if you want to hear, where'd you get that this holiday season? Uncommon Goods is your secret weapon. Uncommon Goods is here to make your holiday shopping stress-free by scouring the globe for the most remarkable and truly unique gifts for everyone on your list. Whether you're shopping for your secret Santa or your entire family, Uncommon Goods knows exactly what they want. I already started my holiday shopping. I love all the customizable options. I love kind of like finding things that are tailored to each person. Like my mom loves hosting, so I definitely scoured the gifts for the best hosts around. I even got myself a little personalized platinum LP record. It says No Filter on it. I'm going to put it in my new studio because it just makes me feel like a professional podcaster. So when you shop at Uncommon Goods, you're supporting artists and small independent businesses. These are fine products that are made in small batches, so you got to shop now before they sell out this holiday season, okay? To get 15% off your next gift, go to uncommongoods.com/nofilter. That's uncommongoods.com/nofilter for 15% off. Don't miss out on this limited time offer. Uncommon Goods. We're all out of the ordinary. I know that's right. Mm-mm. Mm, 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 mm. Also, it is the holiday season, and I'm sure we may be imbibing a little extra, but we also just want to make sure we're staying healthy, right? And that's why I love Dose. Dose for your liver. Dose shots are not only delicious, but they're really good for keeping your liver healthy. Why is liver health so important? Think of your liver as your body's filter, right? It's in charge of flushing out unwanted elements and breaking down what you consume into essential nutrients. So we need to take care of our liver. Liver health can impact everything from your brain to your skin to your gut health, digestion, and everything in between. And Dose for Your Liver is formulated with ingredients clinically shown to support your liver. Potent turmeric, milk thistle, dandelion root, ginger, all really good for you. So you're going to want to try some Dose shots. They're actually delicious. It tastes like a yummy like orange juice. Like I normally when there's turmeric in something, you think that it's going to have like a bitter taste to it, but it's actually really yummy and there's no sugar in it. So if you want to give Dose a shot and invest in your health, Dose is offering No Filter listeners 15% off your first order, plus an additional 15% off if you subscribe for a monthly delivery. That's 30% off total off your first order. So go to dosedaily.co/nofilter and use code NOFILTER. That's dosedaily.co/nofilter and be sure to use code NOFILTER when checking out. All right, let's get it, get it, get it. Oh, Kempire just wished me a happy Thanksgiving. That is very sweet of him. See, guys, you need to support women supporting women, right? Content creators supporting other content creators. Kings supporting kings. I only surround myself with kings. And I like when people are supportive and collaborative and we lift each other up because that's what we're supposed to do. Okay. Those are the sweetest pups. Isn't that what Zack has? A Labradoodle. Sort of. So they're golden doodle Labradors. Yeah. Golden Doodle Labradors. Yeah, because their mom is a Labrador, but their daddy was a Golden Doodle. So they've got a little. That's why Sky and Sully have the scruffy faces, the little beards, because that comes from the Doodle. And then Sully has a bit more of a Golden Retriever coat because it's a little longer, and then Sky has a bit more of a Labrador coat because it's his hair's thicker and a lot shorter. So, ooh, Mighty Grace says she loves stuffing and cranberries. Let's get it, get it, get it. Yes, I love Campfire. He's great. Okay. Let's talk about Beverly Hills because we got the new episode. We picked things up again where we have Sutton and Kyle, and Sutton's like, name him, name him. And Kyle's like, you're crazy. And then Kyle storms out, and we find out that Kyle was apparently only there for 20 minutes. But so we get that scene, which was fun. It was funny. Everybody's saying name him. Sutton delivered a good line. And then we get a lot more about Sutton and her horse, and we see her talking to Jennifer Tilly, and she's expressing some concerns about Kyle and, these new lifestyle changes. And I have a hot take that because I've been kind of seeing what people have been saying online about this, and I think my opinion's gonna fall into the unpopular category because I don't get why people are dragging Sutton for this. I think that she actually had a very valid point. I'm thinking that, like, she clearly, like, if any of your friends are going sober and working out and losing weight, like, yes, they're making healthier changes, but I think she made a really good point in saying that, like, when people make such big, drastic overhauls to their lifestyle, it's usually because there's something else going on. There's a sense of control that they're trying to regain. So I don't think Sutton was out of line and kind of just like having some questions, right? Now, I do agree that maybe there was it wasn't the most compassionate or the most empathetic approach when she actually approaches Kyle about it. But I think her questions and her points are valid. And, her expressing that to Jennifer Tilly, I thought that that was valid, right? So stop dragging Sutton for that. But I wouldn't say that they're necessarily red flags. I think that's kind of how she phrases, like, these are red flags. I wouldn't necessarily call them red flags, but they are, moments. It is something to kind of just be like, huh. Like, I don't think it's out of line to question what's going on in your life. It seems like something is definitely changing. And then she notices the ring, right? The change in ring, which we see for next week's episode, which Garcelle has a very shady moment that I did not love, where Garcelle's like, I'm surprised that Sutton noticed the change in the ring. I don't really notice that. I don't really notice things on jewelry except for the fact that Dorit still had hers after the robbery. And I was like, ooh, could you imagine if Lisa Rinna said that about Dorit? They would come for her with the pitchforks. Could you imagine if anybody said that about Garcelle? Pitchforks. Pitchforks. Okay. Did not love that comment. I think it's, in poor taste to question that. And to say that on camera is just, it's an egregious thing to say, and I didn't love it. But we then get to, I guess the big chunk of the episode was her premiere party. She, Lost Girl, she has her premiere party. She's a producer. She's also starring in it. We'd heard about this a while back, right? When Denise showed up and people were like, oh my God, Denise is filming for Beverly Hills. And I believe either Denise or Garcelle came out and said that it wasn't planned. Oh, I think Denise said it when she was on Bethany's #1 podcast in the entire galaxy. I believe she said that, like, it wasn't planned, that she wasn't trying to make a comeback, that Garcelle had invited her and she decided to attend. I did think it was weird that she attended like halfway through the screening. She missed the entire event and then comes at the last minute, doesn't really watch the screening, says hi to Garcelle, looking like a ragamuffin. Listen, Kyle was right. Denise looks like a ragamuffin, and she lived up to her reputation. Good for her. But we see Jax and we see Erika. Erika's there. Jax goes up and approaches her, and he's just like, and he has Crystal with him. I thought that this was a sweet moment, right? Jax comes up to Erika and he's like, hey, I just want to let you know that we're all good. He's very mature for his age. He's young, but this is a good boy. He's a very mature young man. And Erika, gave him the kudos that he deserved and the kudos that Garcelle deserved in raising a very good man. He's very articulate. He's very, and I say that from him. I say that about him based off of him being a teenager, right? Most teenagers are buried in their phone. They don't know how to have mature conversations. They don't know how to engage with their mother's friends. They don't know how to sit their mother down and talk about, their feelings the way we saw him do at the top of the season when he was saying that it was hard because it didn't really feel like Garcelle was around. But then again, Garcelle's a single mom and she has to provide for her kids. So she does have to work. And I think that's not something you really understand until you get much older or until you have kids yourself, right? But I did like this moment of him, very politely just coming up to Erika and being like, listen, it's all good. We're all good. She apologized. Garcelle accepted her apology. And I didn't love Garcelle being like, I thought Erika should have approached Jax first. I don't agree with that either. Because I feel like if Erika did one just last week, Garcelle was talking about how she doesn't trust these women around her children. And, she wants to protect her children and don't come for my kids. And I just think, it would have been a little weird of Erika to approach him, considering Garcelle's feelings and what she expressed to the group, and not really trusting them around her kids. I just think trying to be respectful of Garcelle's feelings, that may have been a challenging thing for, you know, Erika to do. Holding everyone accountable except herself. I don't like hypocrites. I could do without her easily. Oh, who are we talking? Oh, Garcelle. That's the thing that's like that I struggle with, because in this episode as well, we see Garcelle and Dorit having a moment where they're talking and they're seemingly hashing it out. But then we also see Garcelle in her confessional talking, like shading Dorit's robbery, saying that she basically believes that the robbery wasn't real because Dorit still has her jewelry after her robbery. So it's like, do you want to move forward with these women or you don't want to move forward with these women? Because we keep going back and forth, and I feel like Dorit keeps trying to move forward with Garcelle. Because again, I don't understand what Garcelle's big issue with Dorit is. Because if it's about, oh, well, I guess her issue was the Erika thing, because Dorit was the one that was with Erika. And to be fair, Crystal and Dorit were both in that situation with Erika and with Jax, and I think they both handled it fine. You don't want to escalate it. You don't want to make it a bigger deal. Dorit was kind of calming down Erika. Crystal was kind of trying to get Jax out of the room because everyone's drinking and it's all the adults and whatever, right? So I don't think that Crystal was at fault or Dorit was at fault in any of that interaction. Erika was the one that was at fault and she took accountability for that. She apologized for it. Garcelle accepted that apology, and it's like, okay, let's move forward. Again, it's been a year. People apologize. They've tried to make up for that. They've tried to, make up for their actions. I do side with Dorit when she's like, when do we move on from this? When do we let the mouse go? Because I feel like at this point, we're really just holding on to things to hold on to things to just have an issue with people, you know? That Garcelle wished Erika would come talk to her son, but then the episode, I can say, I don't know if I could do Housewives without a cocktail during filming. Oh, sorry, I was reading two different comments. Hold on. Aoko said, I didn't like that either, that Garcelle wished Erika would come talk to her son, but then the episode before, she said that she didn't trust them with their kids, basically. Exactly. That's the part that's confusing. I feel like Garcelle kind of teeter-totters and she doesn't really pick a lane. She just picks whatever lane is going to make the other women look bad, which comes off as disingenuous, because I feel like Garcelle has really good moments, but then she creates or pushes this conflict with the other women, and it's just, BTF Phoenix says Erika was right. Garcelle does not yet know how to speak to Dorit. Yeah, I don't understand her issue with Dorit. The kids should always be off limits since they are not on TV. Well, they are on TV because Jax was on TV. Jax was in that scene, and Jax also is the one that approached Erika on camera. Jax is also on camera very often. Hi, Brittany. Happy Thanksgiving. But I do agree, kids are off limits. But I do want to give the kudos to Jax for going up and just, letting, and Erika's very gracious to him, and I thought that that was a nice moment. And we could have just left it at a nice moment, but Garcelle then had to go and shade Erika in her confessional. And I'm like, let the mouse go. So we have that. We see Denise. Denise comes back. Oh, and then we have the exchange between Kyle and Sutton. They seem to be going at it because Sutton, I agree. Sutton has really good points. And I'm very much on Sutton's side with the questions that she's raising. But I also understand where Kyle was at BravoCon and she's like, it's not that you guys were questioning things. It's more so that you guys didn't have as much compassion or empathy. Like, here's the thing. There's the scene earlier in the season, right, where Dorit's in the car with Kyle and she's like, how are you and Mo? And she like kind of brings it up and she's asking Kyle and kind of creating a safe space for Kyle to open up. Whereas I feel like Sutton's approach is just a little more abrasive. It's a little more head on. And I get it that that's kind of Sutton's style. She's more direct. But usually when it's a sensitive topic, sometimes that direct approach isn't necessarily going to be received in the best way. Then we get previews for next week. And next week is the official dinner party from hell. and it's rough. Kyle has everybody over for her weed dinner. Denise comes in, already Liddy City. She is lit like a Christmas tree, right? She's there and slurring her way. She's like, what is she saying? Here, I'm watching the clip. Erika's like, I'm just enjoying watching this show. She seems like she comes in hot with some sort of issue that she has with Erika. We see Cynthia Bailey there. We see Faye Resnick there. We see Camille. I don't get what her issue is though. But it also seems like we get Morgan Wade for the first time. So next week's going to be good. We get Morgan Wade. We get Denise fighting with Erika, and she is just slurring her way through it. Like, you know what I'm talking about. And she does like a little wink because she's talking to Erika. And this seems to be like where we see the girls when they were talking about it at BravoCon, where they're like, Denise didn't really seem to understand what her issue was. And she keeps saying, roll back the tape, watch back the show, watch the show, watch the show. She's picking some sort of fight with Erika. But just the level of belligerence that we're seeing in Denise with her slurring and her like not being able to get a real sentence out, this is going to look really messy for her. So we get Sutton and Garcelle questioning Kyle about her marriage. We get Anne Marie introduced for the first time. We get Denise versus Erika. We get it doesn't look like Camille makes much of an impact. From what I've heard, I haven't heard anything interesting about Camille. And from what we've seen in any of the previews, it doesn't look like she has much of a moment this season. So I mean, good for her for coming back, but what does she really do with that? Not a whole lot. It'll be interesting to see Cynthia Bailey in the mix, though. Did I? Oh, I thought I scratched my phone, but it's just a little something on there. Love Camille. Camille is chaos. Oh, Krista Marie. Krista, we haven't seen you in a minute, honey. Welcome in the live chat. Anaconda said, so glad I don't get to celebrate. So glad we don't celebrate Thanksgiving here in Sweden. I'm so much in grief that I could never celebrate. And oh, Anaconda, we're going to send you some love right now, my love. I'm sorry to hear that. We're sending you all the love, Anna. Kathy says, does anyone think Crystal is a little boring to watch at times? Yes, she is too nice. Well, I guess Anne Marie's really going to give her a run for her money this season. I can't wait to see her rip into Crystal in Spain for making you relevant. Anne Marie's coming in hot. Hot, hot, hot. Miami's on. Beverly's on fire. Beverly's on fire. Happy Turkey Day, Zach. I love Crystal with her family. Those scenes are fun. We see Crystal and Rob. We see them with the kids. They're doing movie night. We see Crystal talking to her brother. Her poor brother, like, lost his wife because of Crystal. Not like lost her because she died, but like lost her because she decided she didn't want to marry him after all, which was a bummer. I know it, you know, pandemic stuff kind of really affected them, but I don't know. That's an interesting position to be in. Like, if you're her and he has to stay with his family and his family's like, I just feel like that year and the circumstances surrounding that year, like, everybody was a little cuckoo crazy. So, yeah. Heather McDonald agrees with you. She thinks the threesome is Carlton and Brandy. Interesting. I agree. I think it's Carlton and Brandy. Always happy seeing Krista. Yes, we love Krista. Janelle Sunshine. Hi, guys. Crystal is starting to make me pay attention when she's with Rob. That fiance thing is off to me. Yeah, something about it sounds like the fiance wanted out of the relationship. She didn't want to get married to Crystal's brother, and she used this as a convenient way to, you know, find a way out. Because if you wanted to find a way to make it work, you would find a way to make it work, even if you had to take a little space and distance. So I don't think it's Crystal's fault that it didn't work out. But, whew, I'm ready for a Liddy City Denise coming at Erika. What did Erika say in the interview? That Denise calls her a bot monster, and she like comes at her for coming after Garcelle's son Jax. All these things that she wasn't even there for, right? But I think Erika's right. Like, she needs to hold that energy for the people that she's actually mad at, like Lisa Rinna, Teddy Mellencamp, even Kyle, Brandy. Like, these are other people that Denise could be upset with for what went down in her final season, but she's not upset with them. She like comes at Erika for some weird reason. But Mm. Crystal is earning her paycheck this season. Is she? Is she? Is she though? Mm. All right. Well, that's all I got for you guys. I hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving with your family. Let me tell you something about my family. We're as thick as thieves. Happy Thanksgiving, guys. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. There will be a bonus members only. I don't know the exact timing. I just know we're not going live tonight. We'll find a time to put out the members only. But enjoy your weekend. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving. Eat lots of turkey. Hope some of you get real stuffed tonight. Just get that stuff in. Have some yams, have some cranberry sauce, whatever floats your boat. I hope you are slurping up all that gravy and getting Lady City tonight. Enjoy. I'm gonna get a little Lady City. I'm gonna get a lot of Lady City. I'm gonna have fun. I'm gonna have a good time. I'm gonna get it. All right. You can give me a follow at Just Plain Zack all over the internet, or you can follow the podcast at No Filter with Zack for all the latest tea. Catch No Filter with Zack Peter every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, with bonus episodes on Fridays. I'm gonna start doing Real Houses of Beverly Hills seasons 1 and 2 are coming onto Netflix later this year. So I think I'm gonna start doing recaps of that. I do recaps of Salt Lake City every Wednesday evening. Wednesday evenings on YouTube. I do recaps of Miami and Southern Charm on Tuesdays for the Ringer Reality TV podcast. So lots of content all week long. Just keep consuming it. Consume me. I love getting consumed. All right, guys. Love you a minute. Talk to you later. Bye.